Munich, Germany, and I have the pleasure to give you an overview of our very exciting results from our final project. We have actually taken the challenge to look at the one of the most favorite recipes of Bavaria, Austria and Czech Republic, which is the famous potato dumpling. These recipes vary in a wide range, and some of them are even secret with the housewives that produce them and or the restaurants. So what we have here, we have three different principles by which these potato dumplings are made. This one heavily relies on semolina to produce some kind of gluten network that makes the dumpling very stable and low risk for the housewives. This one is the famous Thuringian potato dumpling. The speciality is that it's 2/3 raw potatoes and only 1/3 cooked potatoes. While here the opposite is true, and this recipe somehow half-heartedly is being called half and half. Okay, so when you look at the results, you can see from the texture that they are quite different. The semolina based is the lowest risk dumpling, the lowest risk of being disintegrated in water, but the texture and the feel is pretty much like a cannonball. It's pretty much unfair on our side that we have waited for it to cool down to room temperature, so this one is as hard as a tennis ball. Obviously, if you want to eat it, you would kind of eat it in hot condition. The second one, which is my favorite, is the Thuringian one with 2/3 of raw potatoes. And this one is really yummy. But it has the highest elastic module, the lowest elastic modulus of all three. This one is the most refined. Here, the egg and flour gluten is being used to produce a binding network. And this one is very, very soft, but it's somewhat not really tasting about potatoes. On this one is the most basic and most raw recipe. This is really based only on swelling up the starch granules, because the basis is to really only put hot water on the raw potatoes to provide the binding effect. And as you can see, it's by far not too soft really. So there is no risk that it will disintegrate in the water while cooking, despite what the dumpling might look from the outside. So a bit unfair to the process and to the taste is that they're all at room temperature, and obviously you wouldn't eat them in that condition. But I think the basic result of the lab is that different binding mechanisms in potato dumplings provide you with different results, and this is very visible in the elastic modulus that we have measured with the different recipes. So from a very exciting 3 days of cooking, we are signing off, and hope that everybody enjoyed it likewise. Bye bye guys.